welcome to episode 30 of Disturbed and Confused.
30.
30. We're at 30. I am your host, Michelle Asta. This is my wonderful co-host, Frank Oso. We're very happy tonight because we have two amazingly talented men
Look at these guys
joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Howdy.
Welcome.
And I'm sure
We
you
have
guys are just
Salmonella.
as talented.
We have James Dejan Bonavia. We have so much to talk about. I
Yeah.
can't even tell. I'm so excited. So excited. Thank you
Sure.
so
Thank you.
much
Thanks
for
coming on,
coming
guys.
down.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I know you
Pleasure.
came a long way, James. You came all the way from the city, right?
Oh, it's nothing for me.
Oh, from
I'm
that?
used to
Like
getting
Nebraska.
in the car and doing 120 miles in the night and then
Wow.
wrestling and then coming back.
Oh my
You know, he has a
God.
fortress of solitude up in the Pocono Mountains, like Superman.
Oh,
So when he's
Oh,
done
yeah,
with
yeah.
the city,
Yeah, I
he
got a
goes and
house up there
escapes
in
to his
North
fortress
Maine.
of solitude.
Get out of this,
So he doesn't
It's right
mind
in the
it,
Delaware
but-
Valley,
Okay.
right?
He
just
there,
minds when
New
I
York,
drive.
New Jersey, and Pennsylvania meet. Like
Yeah,
it would be Port Jervis on one side and Milford, Matamoros on the PA side, then Montague and
Wait,
Branchville,
let me
New
introduce
Jersey.
you before
Nice.
you go any further.
Before you go any further,
Yeah,
you love me.
okay. All right. So we have James on the end here. James Dejan
Bachelor number one.
Bonavia.
Bonavia.
Actor, pro wrestler, stuntman.
Yes.
You do so much more.
Man,
What
many
else do you got
talents.
going
Many
on?
talents.
Writer,
Writer.
singer. I sing
Singer
in
in
a cover
a cover
band
band.
called Poser Jukebox.
Wow.
And yeah, I just do a lot of different things. I'm a cartoonist. I used to write graffiti. I love
Yeah.
to draw. I'd love to. I can build. I can do anything.
What you know about-
Plumbing,
Wow.
electrical, carpentry,
But
you
do you
name
do
it, I can do it.
windows? That I could really use.
Yeah, I could do it, but I'll give that job to somebody else.
Listen, as tall as he is,
So smart.
you have some old
I need
newspapers
someone to reach the glasses for me on
with
the
some
top
old
shelf.
newspapers and his height. We can start a new
6'10"
business.
Let me tell you something. I'm 6'2". I'm usually the tallest guy in the room.
I'm
And I feel small.
5'2".
I feel small next to this guy.
Oh yeah.
I'm usually the tallest one.
How do you think I feel?
You're not that short. You're 5'2".
Oh my
You come
god.
across as taller.
5'2".
Right? You're 5'2", really?
You just want to raise, don't you?
Listen, you got to do like Desi Arnaz did,
I'm not
and I
saying-
Love Lucy. Get a thicker cushion.
yeah.
Believe me, mine's thick enough.
Okay, there you go.
So we also
Oh, shit.
have director, actor, producer, Sal
Sal
Ranella. Oh my
Howdy.
God, what an
Sal,
honor.
thank you for having us.
What
Yes,
an
yes.
honor.
Thank you.
I was looking on your page today and yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. And I saw a post that you had made about the gentleman that portrayed Paulie in Rocky.
Oh yeah.
And that he was a professional
Burt Young?
boxer. Yeah, I
Burt
had
Young.
no idea.
Actually,
I didn't know that.
recently, Stallone came out and said if it wasn't, this is recent, like in the last year or two,
Okay.
Stallone says if it wasn't for Burt Young, a lot of the boxing maneuvers would have never have happened over the last all the movies, especially the first one. Thanks
And
to
he was
Burt
a
Young.
boxer in
No
the
way.
60s,
Yes.
right?
What happened is
Do I have
Burt
that right?
Young started boxing where we did one of our last scenes for Good Friday at the Parkside. You know Parkside?
Upside Crawl.
Oh, yeah.
In the Bay, it used to be called a different name. It had a different name. I forget the name right now. But Tony and Burt
Tony. Yeah.
used to practice their
way.
boxing down there, and that's where they
in the basement.
in the basement. Yeah.
Get the hell outta
Wow.
A matter of fact,
So
if you guys have
cool.
seen Bronx Tale,
Sure.
you know the scene where he says you're not leaving.
yeah.
That actually happened at Parkside.
At Parkside?
When it was a different
That's
name.
great.
That's another
Really?
story
I
for
love
another
that.
day.
Wow, That's
Well, Tony
cool.
was the guy that locked him in there.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. We can talk about it later.
So today's date is 2/2/22.
Yeah. It has a lot of-
Magical number.
has a lot of
Pretty
meaning.
magical
Magical
numbers.
number. So the meaning is it brings prosperity, it attracts material abundance, efficiency, partnerships,
Yeah.
and a sense of balance.
I love it.
I think that's awesome.
That's
Yes.
good. You
Very-
can tell
very
the balance.
That's so appropriate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
seriously, I actually feel the
Yeah,
balance.
me too.
It's crazy. But anyway,
Yeah.
so, and also today is National Tater Tot Day.
Oh, is that what's today?
For all you stoners out there.
Is it on the
it's
calendar?
National yes,
I
it
thought
is.
it was
You
national.
know the thing about the entertainment business, right? And I'm working in all different facets of it. It's like finding a balance, but in a whirlwind.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
no,
And
it's so true.
and it, yeah, I think
That's
I think
very
we got it
true.
there though right now.
I thought
Yeah.
today was National You Could Burn the First Pancake Day. Where you got to at least make a second one.
Maybe that's the way.
first.
You can burn the first.
That's so
Burn
funny.
pancakes.
So we have some
Thank
quick
you.
birthday shout outs that we need to
Oh,
do.
Go ahead.
And that's Frank's new job.
Has that become my
so-
job?
Yeah, that's your
Is
new
that in my
job.
put in my contract?
Yes.
Is there music
You
before that?
promise?
No, we don't do music for the birthdays.
Okay.
We
All
just
right.
give them shout outs.
Guys, I got happy birthdays for you. There we go. Happy birthday, Bert Elliott, Frankie Colazzo, Anita P. Ness.
Keep going.
Keep going.
What was Anita's last name?
was- Anita P. Ness? That's her name?
Yeah, just keep
She's in
going.
need of love.
That one's fishy.
Keep going.
Ted Zerkowski,
From Aphrodite. probably.
Frank Consiglio, Anna Papandreou, Angie Teresa, Louis Proctor, E. Jack Ulate. Oh, man,
Jack
not
Ulate?
me.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. You don't read your birthday
Yeah.
shout outs before I give them to you.
Okay,
You should know
I trust
better.
you. Lucia Rufino. I love the name Lucia.
Yeah, me too.
A.W. Tony Scott, George Sutherland, Jolita Gabrinovich, and Grammy
Graham
Taylor.
Taylor. Graham
Graham
Taylor.
Taylor.
Graham Taylor.
Yeah.
Happy
Graham
And
birthday,
we have a
everybody.
few special
But well done
ones.
on the
Yes.
grabbing Novovic.
Glenn Kingsley Jr., Elizabeth Incandela, and Teresa Ann, which is my friend Viviana Maria's mom. So happy birthday to everybody.
Anita P. Ness
Happy birthday, girl.
And
I hope you
E-
don't really need it.
and E. Jack Ulate. Please comment.
Yes, please comment.
I thought this was your Patreon list. And you're giving him the harder one.
Don't forget, we got to give Dan Romano a shout out.
Yeah, we haven't gotten
hi,
there yet.
Dan.
Danny
Romano.
boy,
Giving you
you're
a
the man.
shout out,
Yeah,
and
we haven't
Andrew
gotten there.
Washington
I love
as
Dan.
well.
And Andrew, too.
And
Andrew
fabulous
And
Sarah.
Andrew Teresa.
Andrew's my boy.
All right,
Okay.
so
Okay.
Sal,
Yes.
let's talk. Right now, your big thing you have going on is Good Friday.
You
Yeah.
can say that again. We're in editing mode right
So that's
now.
a mob comedy,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Or comedy.
Mob comedy, you can
mob
say that.
comedy. Okay.
I think that's an interesting
It's
new genre, right?
Yeah,
it's really
yeah,
a twist. It's kind of because
I wanna
there
see
are
it.
some real dramatic scenes in there too at the same time.
right.
But yeah, so it's a comedy, but it's not done in like a slapstick comedy type of
I gotcha.
silly humor. It has the realism and the excitement of.
I can't wait
of
to
the
see
It
whole
started
mob
off.
stuff.
It started
And-
off going
and
an Abbott
it
and
has a
Costello way,
lighthearted- yeah,
and then we just started adding a little
So
more
now-
realism.
Dynamic.
You
dynamics
play
to
an
it.
Italian priest in training.
Father.
Anello
Father
Bello.
Anello.
Well, that has a nice thing to it. Anello
Yeah.
Bello.
Father
And
Bello.
they taught you literally, like the elders in the church as you're going through your training.
Yeah, I guess what happens.
I don't want to give too much
No,
away.
but what happens is I play an Italian priest, like a fish out of water,
Right.
to Italians that have been here for a while, and I'm not 100% accepted.
Okay.
We'll go
Oh,
with that.
okay.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm so impressed with some of the names
It's got some
on
cast.
the cast.
Yeah.
You've got William and Chris DeMeo, Peter Gordio, Artie Pasquale, Joey Catalano, Joe DeBarry, Anthony Aveni, Donna Martouche, like
Federico
the list
Castelluccio,
just-
right?
Yeah.
Federico,
Federico
Artie Pasquale,
Castellucci,
Joe
it's-
Furio.
D'Onofrio,
Soprano. Yeah, two guys in
Lou
Soprano.
Venaria,
Yeah.
Tony
Oh,
Ray
Venaria?
Rossi. There's about 7 maybe
Wow.
I have Joey
Sopranos.
D'Onofrio
Awesome.
on my
Yeah,
wall over there.
He stole the show when he came down.
He's amazing.
He's awesome. Lou Venaria
He's in
did a
everything.
great
He's all
job.
over the
Yeah, they're
place, so,
great.
Yeah.
So we've got a great cast. And then you
Awesome.
got Big Jim. You got myself, Anthony Aveni,
I got my
and a few other guys.
my
Anthony
tag
Aveni's
team
got
partner,
some nice cars, some
Wayne
nice
Potch.
rides, huh?
Yeah.
he wrestles under the name Johnny Velez. He's ranked number 5 in Japan. He's there.
Is it? Wow.
We got Mike Taverna. He's a star right
He's an
now on
AEW?
AEW star.
AEW.
And he's
yeah.
a million commercials and a
Yeah,
lot
he's-
of
What's his name?
Mike Taverna.
Mike Taverna.
Well,
okay.
Mike the Man of Steel
Well,
Verna.
they call him Mike Verna, but his real name is Mike Taverna.
Mike Taverna. Okay.
So your wrestling name, your
Uh,
professional wrestling name is Malta
The Damager.
the
Malta the Damager.
Damager.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. I got a list of people that I'm really not happy with. Could you maybe like
Me too. Me
Sure,
too.
just get him to sign a waiver.
Okay, no
And
problem.
then everything else is
Well, she should sign the waiver saying you didn't get the name from me.
Exactly.
A little payment, a little
Smart
bit,
man, Sal,
and then-
smart man.
how they end up where they end up
You got insurance?
is up to
I
Jim.
do. I have a lot of insurance. You see how
Nice.
short I am? I was
One-
hitting my
you
head
got
on
me. You don't need
something.
insurance.
Once you step through the ropes, anything goes.
Man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see a live wrestling match. I've
You
never
will.
seen one ever, only on TV.
Really? May 21st.
Oh,
the
tell
Italian
them.
American-
Independent wrestling shows are awesome. I
Mhm.
love. I go each time. That's why I want to go to the one that you were. You
So
guys tell me
May
about.
21st, where
May
is it?
21st, the Italian American Club.
The Italian American Family
yeah,
Association
in Clifton, New
at
Jersey.
287 Parker Avenue in Clifton, New Jersey.
The
Our
home of NAX.
Yeah, the show.
gonna get to
Our
that.
shows typically would probably start around maybe 7 o'clock, but this will probably start a little earlier because
Well, I'll
it's
get
going
a
to be
link from
it's
you.
gonna be
Dinner,
guys and
yeah.
a
post
huge
it.
shindig, and there's so many talented people who are working in the movie. Turns out a lot of them are comedians,
Singers,
singers,
yeah.
Wow.
musicians. So we're going to try to have all of those people perform the night at the
Ah.
wrestling show as well, and
Well, if you need
as well
another
as
singer-
our band.
And bussing tables.
Yeah, as well
Oh
as
And
my
our
bussing
God.
jukebox.
tables.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jukebox.
Well, Ray Cacavelli was singing the praises to the heavens for your daughter. It's like, hey, you got to put
He's
her
so
in on May
sweet.
21st. He was
Ray,
ready,
I love you.
he was ready to sign a contract for your daughter.
He's awesome.
So it's going to be a dinner and
wish.
everything. And if you want to come just for the show, it's $25. If you want to
I'm
come
there.
for
I
the
wanna go
dinner,
too.
the
I'll
sit
come
down
to that.
dinner, it's $50
You'll
a
love it.
plate.
I'm coming to that.
What a
100%.
reasonable
I love
price
it.
that
It's
is.
amazing.
for
Yeah,
all
Yeah,
that
we're not
entertainment.
doing it to make money. We're just doing it to raise funds to help us get to the finish line with the production for Good Friday. And also, it's my passion what we do professional wrestling. I brought Sal in.
Yeah.
Sal portrays a character called Gianluca Spiteri, and
I'm his manager.
yeah, he's
Okay.
he's our disciple
Yeah.
type of thing.
Okay.
He comes in as like a monk type of
Can
deal.
I play the angry wife?
I don't know. What was your husband going to say if you come out from under his robe?
He'll be okay.
Listen, for the right price, we should have people, I don't know, at least a stare down.
We'll figure
Yes,
it out.
there-
Give us $100 each.
At an
Yeah.
NAX show,
Yes.
you never know what's
I
going to
have
happen.
questions.
Yeah.
Yes,
love
go
it.
ahead.
Love it.
How many films to date have you been involved in, worked on?
Oh, plenty. I would say
About.
over 30 easily.
Wow.
What happens? A lot of them are not on IMDb. Sometimes you don't get the credit. Actually, I have about a dozen coming out in the next few months.
I saw there were
Yeah, there's a
couple
lot
projects.
coming out.
A dozen.
Yeah,
Wow.
give or take
These
about
guys
8 to a
never
dozen.
stop.
We
Yeah,
don't
obviously.
stop.
And I complain. I mean, really.
Well, you have kids. It's a different and
I got
Yeah.
kids too.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she's the mom.
Right.
A little
good point.
different
There's always
dynamic.
Totally.
There's always
But
something
The
yes.
kids
going
are big
on.
now.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
They're big.
They
So,
can do it on their own.
Sal,
Yes.
how old were you when you first started acting?
Well, if you want to say, this is the question people always ask me because I've been teaching acting for 25 years or so.
Wow.
Why do you need acting classes? What happened is when I was a little kid and we used to play cops and robbers and cowboys and Indians, and everyone would complain. I'd say, okay, I got it. I was like 5.
Right.
We're going to play.
You would direct.
I'll shoot. Yeah, it's directing. I
love
shoot
it.
you,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
shoot me, I shoot him. And then we'll do that for 15 minutes and then we'll put the hats away and then come out as cowboys and Indians.
That's awesome.
And so from there, that became like the genesis, if you may, or for my teaching method is like, why do you need to take lessons? Because you need to undo all the years of people putting you down, of telling you can't be that little
Yes.
kid
That's an,
with your imagination
yeah,
bringing life to your little toys and
Right,
your little
right.
red wagon.
Right.
So then what happens is you have to let people just create.
So
You're
did
right,
you
that's-
ever take acting
I
lessons?
did. I actually did. In the time I was taking acting classes, actually I went to school for acting first at 17, college at Queensborough, and then I went to 5 towns for music.
Wow.
But in the time that I was doing an acting class, my girlfriend at the time had this big house, just like Elvis's house.
Oh.
So she had this big living room. She goes, why don't you have a few friends over and workshop? So I brought some friends over while I was taking the class. The teacher would say to me every once in a while, I'm going to go into he had a room like this that he used to do the filming.
Right.
The other class was the practical. So every once in a while he'd say, take over. And I
Really?
would just take over
wow.
and give the kids, guys our age, my point of view. And everyone would be like, wow, you should be teaching. And that's kind of where it
Was it went
started
from
about
that?
25 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've been to Russia to give a a 2-day, 10.5-hour lecture about what we do
In Russia?
in Russia. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it's impressive.
That's
I-
where you got
just
that
took
hat,
the
right?
words right
No,
out of
this
my
hat
mouth.
is this hat is from I think
I love the hat. I love
Daytona Beach, maybe. Don't make fun of the hat, bro.
I
I'm
could
Oh,
so-
not-
the AEW shirt's
I couldn't
coming
pull that
out.
off. You could.
I'm
Yo,
so
Sal, I told you
impressed.
what's gonna happen if that happens.
I'm so impressed by how many roles you've actually portrayed. There's a lot.
I don't play the same role, but now what happened is now that with the priest, everyone's like, "Oh, we're going to do more Good Friday movies," and that character will live on.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm also gonna
absolutely.
I'm also going to do the flip side, and other things. I love playing. A matter of fact, we have movies where I'm playing so many different characters: police detectives, a surgeon who's the father of the lead.
If you
so
need a
many
police sergeant, we got one.
Oh, you're real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Law enforcement. Yeah.
okay, good. There you go.
That's my side job. This is
No,
my-
no.
this is my
You
main-
need
You
you
did
need
not
the
say
real
that.
guys. You need real guys that are on the job.
Oh yeah.
It gives it a little bit more authenticity.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
do you prefer comedy or action films?
Well, I would say
drama.
drama probably.
Drama.
The thing is with comedy,
I thought
unless you
so.
have a good team, it's the same thing like say with wrestling. Jim's got to have the right guys that he's fighting,
Right,
not
right.
guys that are like looking to showboat, and when they're
Right.
supposed to be
Right.
fighting or putting on a match. It's like in comedy, everybody wants to outdo each other.
Right.
So you have to be who's
Yeah.
the designated comedian.
right.
And drama, I find drama is good because it's a story, it's a script.
right.
Like I have some projects we're developing which are like good detective stories, good just police dramas,
Right,
which is just a
right.
good
And
story.
comedy is becoming very tough too because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
living in an era where people can't even take a joke.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
It's
You're
really
right.
sad.
You're right.
And
Cancel.
Yeah, cancel culture. All that
everybody
stuff,
is
yeah.
like
It was offended. and everything.
offended.
Offend.
Right.
It's like if you can, I got news for everybody out there right now. If you get offended by something that's said, but it's
Scroll
not
on by.
who you are the person who's racist. Because you can't take a joke. You
Exactly.
can't laugh at yourself.
That I
You
have
can't
to
laugh
agree
at
with.
maybe some stigmas that surround
gone.
you or your community or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to be able to
It's
take a
sad.
joke and take a chill pill and relax and laugh a little bit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right, that's what we need
Because
right now,
everyone
yeah.
takes themselves so serious.
Yeah.
And
No,
for
you're
what
right.
for?
That's why everybody goes back to
100%
the,
right.
the kings of comedy, even before Eddie Murphy and George Carlin, Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and
Yeah.
Hardy, Abbott and
Yeah.
Costello,
Jerry
Yeah,
Lewis.
Lobsters, Jerry
Right.
Lewis. Those guys are fantastic of themselves.
Absolutely. And I think it's more money.
There is a comedy.
Really do.
I won't
I do,
share
right,
it today. There's like 3 steps why those guys were the best and why today it's a little different. Everyone wants to be super slapstick,
Right.
and it's just
Look at a
Everybody-
guy like
I get
Andrew
it.
Dice Clay. Remember Andrew Dice Clay?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
His act from the 90s?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Can you imagine that today?
Yes,
No.
I can. I go there.
I
I buy a
can.
ticket
No,
in
but it
front
won't last
row,
5 minutes
and I
today.
laugh.
Right.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought it
no,
was
he had to
hilarious.
change
He
his show.
changed his
It
whole
will.
show.
You want to
Oh,
know
really?
why? Because all of these weak, silly sap suckers that are out there complaining,
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah.
offended, that they're melting every time somebody says something that doesn't sound like
Right.
Politically
something
correct.
to their ear.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
they can't. What are they going to do?
Well,
At the end
listen.
of the day, what do you? I'll do the routine. What are you going to do about it?
Listen,
Right, right.
Andrew Dice Clay,
Freedom of
I met
speech,
him.
bro.
I met
Freedom
him.
of speech.
But when
It's
I-
not a verbal assault. It's
Hold
freedom
on.
of speech.
I'm going to attack Andrew Dice Clay for a second.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
do
he
it.
did is he's afraid to be canceled, so he became friends with the liberals.
Right,
so
right. His whole act changed.
So his whole
Yes.
act changed.
Well,
Right.
don't talk out of your
We
ass
don't
now,
talk
Sal,
about-
because
whoa, no
you-
politics.
you can't talk out of your ass
politics.
about
It's
that
hard-
because
it's
you
hard-
cancel yourself before the
It's
shit
hard for
comes
me.
out.
No politics.
Yeah, it's okay. He
Not
is.
for
He's
this
on
hour.
CNN now, kissing their ass.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not that. It's survival. If they're in
got-
charge of the game, you got to learn how to play the game. You got to play with everybody. I don't give a shit what anybody does in the bedroom,
Shoot. No
but you got to be able to
cursing.
play for everybody.
Now you got
Right.
2 strikes.
All right, bleep, bleep.
One
That's
more
okay.
strike, you're in the
That-
corner.
All right, we'll
Even
see
though
about
you're a
that.
giant, but I know you're a gentle.
Passion.
It's carried away.
No, you guys are right. I get
No,
it.
he's right. He's right. I
totally
agree.
get it. So
We have to call somebody out every once in a while
I get
to
it.
keep our name going. And
Look at what
James.
Whoopi did today. Not for nothing.
Yeah, you believe that? She got
I know.
No, for
I
no,
know.
but you
2
get
weeks.
suspended for 2
suspended.
weeks. Anybody else would they'll be dusted. They have no career.
Rookie.
I'm
That's a
fired? Am I
rookie
fired
move.
again?
In the corner.
There's
In the corner.
You know,
It was on
the
Sunday.
hypocrisy and the double standard that's out there is blatant. to
Yeah,
totally,
everybody.
totally.
I agree with you 100%.
They're the first ones to call people out, and look what she did. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's another story.
I want to know how you met Sal.
How'd
How'd you guys meet?
I met Sal for the first time. I was on a wrestling show, and when he was first filming this movie, he used the guy Brian Idol and this other guy Andrew Anderson on the show. So he
Oh,
met
I know
Brian,
Andrew Anderson,
and then
Okay.
Brian was running his own federation that I was working for him as a wrestler.
Oh,
And we
okay.
were doing a show on Northern Boulevard there in Woodside.
La
at
Boom,
Boom.
La Boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were doing
They do
shows over there.
Right,
yeah,
right.
we do shows there.
I was the manager of Rage.
And then
Oh, wow.
I had just finished filming my roles as Andre the Giant in the movie The Brawler.
Brawler,
Yeah, we're
right?
going
And
to get
then-
to that
and then
next.
Anthony
You know,
Vanny.
he people told him about me that I
Anthony's
was
a
there
great
on the
guy.
show and I played Andre.
Mhm.
And he's like, I want to meet him in the back. It's that they brought him back there. And I
Yeah.
met him that day.
Oh wow.
And then when he was filming one of the scenes, somebody recommended me to come onto the set. This guy Anthony Avani, who's a mutual friend.
I know Anthony.
I worked with him on the
Oh, wow.
Brawler.
Got
and-
some nice rides.
yeah,
Oh.
and he's a cool character.
He
anyway.
really is. He's so sweet. I love talking. to him.
He's
a
very
good guy.
outgoing as well too.
So, what did you start first? Acting, wrestling, stuntman.
Right. I was going to ask
What
that.
did you do first?
Well, my story goes like really way back, but I've been into martial arts.
I saw that.
I did acro gymnastics and
Wow.
taekwondo, and then I did Muay Thai for several years,
My kids did Muay Thai.
and then I went into professional wrestling. I was doing Muay Thai in competition and professional wrestling in competition at the same time, back in like 1996,
Wow.
1997. And I'm still active. Last year, I had a tremendous year. I brought Sal in with me, like I said, as this John Lucas Pateri as our disciple and,
Right,
and
right.
what we do.
And you guys brought Andrew Washington in too recently.
Yeah, we
right?
just put him on. He's going to be our pre-match and post-match interviewer,
Oh,
coming
he's-
through the curtain,
yeah.
and he'll be
He's great for
interviewing
that.
the people as they're
That's
coming through the
awesome.
curtain. And,
Awesome.
and he's cool. He's got
I love Andrew.
a clever mind of his own, and he jumps in like when you have to.
Right,
so
right.
it's kind of
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
He's a nice guy.
we get along so well.
Yeah, he's a great
Andrew.
guy.
So I did all of that stuff first, and I was my brother. I have a brother who's also been in like several bands, and I was in a band when I was younger. You know, I was in several different bands. I sang
He
a
does
little
it
bit
all,
in
guys.
Yeah.
Survivors of the Game, Scarhead, a couple of different bands like that.
Wow.
And then like when I got older, and I went from Muay Thai wrestling full time. When I showed my sensei my first wrestling match, he said, "Definitely do this 100% because you're like definitely gifted in doing this. You have the whole
Wow.
presence and everything for it."
Yeah, totally.
And
He didn't throw you out?
No, but I almost got thrown out of Muay Thai matches because I was a little bit like crazy. Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Want me to do it?
Yeah,
Want me to do
okay.
it?
Well, you know, like when
Okay.
when you fight in full
She doesn't want me
contact for real, and people
Good.
get in between, and
I
they
want
want
you to get.
they want to
I
like
don't want you to
separate
injure our
you
guests.
when you're tasting blood at that moment, and that, like the referee wants it. I'm talking about like in Muay Thai,
Yeah.
when you're doing full contact, and then they want to come in and separate. It's not easy to just turn it off like that. when
Oh
you're-
no,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
adrenaline's
yeah.
pumping, and
So,
I
but
get
in
it.
wrestling, you know, the worse you are in that respect, the better it is.
Right, exactly.
So I
Yeah.
found a nice home in professional
Right.
wrestling.
You come from a family of professional wrestling. I'm a
Yes.
big wrestling fan, Jim, from the 80s when I'm a kid.
Right.
Your uncle is Baron Miguel Cicluna, right? Yes.
I
Did you know that? Did you know? Did you ever hear of him?
No, I
He's
have.
a
1996
legendary-
Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
I
the
did
legendary
not know
WWF, WWF,
WWW.
World Wildlife Fund, Kiss My Ass.
No, it was the
Kiss your what?
WWF.
What? My butt.
Your butt.
Yeah.
It was the
that's what I thought you
Worldwide
said.
Wrestling
Oh, right. It was
Federation.
3 W's.
3 W's.
Three
at first.
W's.
I hate that they changed
And
it to
and
W.
you know there's a lot of different things. When I'm glad you brought up Mount.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different things in regard to that. He was the first person to introduce the foreign object into a ring.
Is that right?
He used to
Wow.
come. He used to come out
Oh my
with
God.
a roll of dimes and have it in the underwear tights, you see. And he'd pick it out and he'd punch the guy and then put it back in the tights, and then the referee would be
great.
looking
I
because
love-
they would
yeah.
they'd see he had something.
Wow, how
And then he would say,
cool.
"Here, you want to check inside my tights?" And the referee would be like,
Yeah,
"No, no, 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 no." So like that stuff was really cool.
Andrew saying hello.
Great times.
Andrew
Oh, man.
Washington saying hello.
What up,
Andrew?
Says hello,
Scoop
my
Washington.
My man Andrew.
people. Scoop Dogs in the house. Cindy Savell, hi babe.
She's down in
Christine,
Florida.
Hello, sweet. Yes, she is. She's visiting her mom.
She looks like
Nikki
she's having a ball down there.
Delaney, hi, beautiful Michelle.
Everybody's here
Hassett and
tonight.
Frank.
Awesome.
And Rothney, hello, my rookie viewer. This is her 6th time joining us for the show.
And?
Hello. And then, guys, say hello to my girl.
Hey, 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 gonna have a good time. Hey, hey, hey.
You, Karen.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Karen.
Karen Delacour.
Della
De la
Cave.
Core.
Della Cave. Della
Cave.
De la
Cave.
Cave?
Yep,
De la
that's my
Core.
bestie.
What's up,
She
Mickey? How you doing,
is-
buddy?
She is battling stage 4 cancer right
Oh,
now.
sorry.
wow.
We'll pray for you.
It's been going on about a year, and we're just keeping our spirits up.
Absolutely,
and having
yes,
a good
yes.
old time. So
Positive
Karen
thoughts.
says 80s wrestling is awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
the best.
That's
I
right.
Miss,
Yeah.
I miss those days so much, man.
Just
Different
so we're
soul,
working
different
on,
style.
we're
Thank you,
working a
Cindy.
show out in the Monster Factory in Jersey on March 19th, and that's a really cool place. And the promoter there from Atlantic All Star Wrestling, he likes us because we have that whole 80s. We're a total
Oh,
gimmick
yeah,
now.
little
You know, we
throwback,
have the
little
old
throwback
character,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
cape. You know, he's got his outfit. You know, we're showmen in that way,
Yeah,
obviously. And also, but in the technical ability, obviously, you got to get it done. Otherwise,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
staying, you're sitting down, staying
Sure.
home.
Yeah.
And you know, the older I get, the more I have to turn it up. It's not like I'm taking it easy. Then I still
Can I
go
ask
out there and
your
I have.
age?
Yeah,
I'm 50. I just turned 50.
Oh, wow. You look a lot younger.
Thanks.
I think 15 years younger. What are you, 30s?
You
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
definitely look younger than 50.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
it.
what?
I have an important
25,
question,
26?
though.
Yeah,
Right.
49.
I want to know. Like in boxing,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
when they're training the fighters, they always have a sparring partner.
Right.
Do you have people that come in and volunteer to get thrown around and beat up? Like,
Well, Andrew was trying to volunteer himself.
You
The way he was talking.
I was working as a trainer over in the FTW gym.
Jamaica.
You know, teaching
Wow.
people on Wednesday how to become a wrestler. So those are the you know,
uh,
you got to learn, go through that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
process of being a crash test dummy because it's not
Yeah.
all just
You can't just go in
posing,
there.
posing your muscles. I mean,
Right.
it's the
It's
art.
not easy. I
It's
know.
about mastering the art of the fall. It's certainly.
right.
I tell people all kinds of stuff when it comes to wrestling. I'm going to put it to your audience. I'm going to put it to you guys straight the way I handle it. Right now, let's just say boxing, right? And I've fought boxers in
Right.
Europe, 3-round exhibition, pro wrestler versus boxer,
Right.
and stuff like that. And they could be like, well, we've heard of this SmackDown wrestling, but we don't really respect it to a certain degree. I was like, well, let me ask you a question, right? I says, you're a boxer, right? So if I go to punch you in the face, you're going to stay there and get punched in the face? He's like, no, I'm going to defend. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I got 20 different ways to defend everything. I said, well, that's the difference. I know someone's going to be swinging a steel chair at me, and I walk right into it with my hands down, and I take it right on the dome, and it's so loud that they can hear it all the way in the back of the arena.
Oh my God.
And we do that to entertain fans. What takes more courage to do? What's going to have more of an effect of you over time?
Right.
You could become like Muhammad Ali if you box for 15 years, but you could
Right.
be in a wrestling match for 15 seconds and
Right.
become a paraplegic.
Oh, yeah.
And there are plenty
absolutely.
of people who have done it.
Excellent point.
The risk is
Yeah.
there. This is not a game what
Yeah,
we do.
right.
You know, and plus,
No.
if I was to go, right, let's just
Love
say,
your
if I
passion.
was
Oh my
to
God,
go
it's
and grab
exciting.
Sal,
The attitude's right.
for example, if someone was to go and grab Sal on the side
Right.
of the ring and he's out there supporting me as the
They did.
manager, and no, but if they was to, no, come on, don't over exaggerate it, all right? But if someone was actually to grab you and tombstone pile drive you on the cement and break your neck and kill you, because that
Oh,
would
God forbid.
happen. And that's the risk that can happen when we even do these moves. But are you
Yeah.
going to bring your 9-year-old and 11-year-old to come in and watch us? No. And at the end of the day, that person's going to be shy, a family member, and I'm going to maybe go to jail or
Yeah,
something,
God
because you can't
forbid.
kill people. Because if you could kill people, then we'll make wrestling
Yeah.
what they call
It's over.
real.
Right.
But right now, tomorrow morning, I got an MRI at 9 o'clock in the morning. I got a torn quadricep muscle, and I'm walking around like there's nothing wrong with me.
Really?
And I got a floating vein in my leg
Oh, no.
right now at the moment.
From
And
wrestling? From wrestling, you think? Or no?
it's from a multitude of things, but
Okay.
I'm not going to say what it is.
Yeah.
But the whole point about it is that this is how many months I've been doing this. I went to Mexico with like this. I went to Malta like this. We wrestled in Philly like this.
Wow.
We wrestled in Hazleton like this.
Wow.
And I still haven't gotten even a diagnosis yet. But I could tell you because like, let's just say you have a sausage, right? It's the sausage is in a casing and you rip the sausage and then you squeeze the sausage.
Yes.
That's what's happening. Every time I
It's like a
exert
hernia,
myself on the
but in
leg,
muscle.
the muscle starts coming out of the casing. And then like when I rest it, most of it goes back in, you know.
Wow.
You mentioned what, a pile driver before?
Well, wait,
Yeah,
I
like-
have to interrupt. We need to go to commercial.
Oh, okay,
break.
go ahead.
I'm really sorry, guys. Bobby, we need to go to commercial
Remember Randy
break.
Cripple? See,
Yeah,
Randy
right,
Cripple's
Are you
when
around?
he gave
I
Snooker
go
the,
back to the early
he
80s.
removed the mats and
Oh,
gave
here
Snooker
comes
3
Bobby.
pounds.
We're
was
going to
a
go to
fucking-
commercial
that
break,
was a specialty.
everybody. We'll be back in like a minute.
2 point.
Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery. Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry for men and women at affordable pricing, guaranteed to never tarnish or turn. And Keys Cutlery, a cut above the rest, specializing in hunting, camping, fantasy, everyday use, and self-defense equipment for your personal safety. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery are both located inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. That's inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. Check their websites out at keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. That's keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. Got a question? Give them a call. 631-379-1781. That's 631-379-1781. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery.
Welcome back. We're here with Sal Ranella, and we are here with James and John Benamia. And oh my God,
they
no
didn't beat each other up through the whole
hitting, no
commercial.
hitting.
Through the
I
whole
will
commercial.
separate you. I
It's a
am a
wrestling match.
mom.
You got a
So
wrestling match,
stop, boys.
Mhm.
Cut it out.
That's it.
All
Sit
right.
up
Oh, let him
straight.
go.
So I want to talk about The Brawler. James did
Oh, man.
a movie called The Brawler where he portrayed Andre
Dre
the,
the Giant,
Giant.
the legend.
So
Not
you
many
had a
people have.
game. Not only did you have, look, here's the picture. Check this out, people.
Oh my God, look at that.
So that's James on the left. And
What?
obviously, you know that's Andre on the right.
That is unbelievable.
How much weight did you have to gain for that role? Because that's
Wow.
a big difference.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a whole thing. But even the way that I got the role, the way the one of the producers came into my lobby. I live in the city, and asked my doorman, "You got somebody here that's a wrestler and an actor?" But I was in really tremendous shape, like at that time.
Right.
And then when I went and I actually interviewed in front of the director and a couple other producers, and they saw me, and they were like, "Oh, you know, they definitely liked it." I brought the one-sided singlet. I already had one. I already had one.
Right, just
Right,
like
right,
Andre.
And and so they liked me, but they were like, you know, you got 5.5 weeks. You got to
Ooh.
gain the weight. And I'm telling, and at the time, my
5
stomach,
weeks.
5.5
Holy
weeks.
How much they want you to gain? How much weight?
I had to show up with the big stomach and the big, big everything, you know. And
Wow.
otherwise, they were gonna maybe pay for footage, like rights to some
And you lose the
for
right,
the
right.
and I lose the opportunity.
Yeah.
But it was a whole thing. I could tell you what I had to eat, but can I start it by telling you about the the producer that came in the lobby,
Oh,
right?
right.
So
Yeah.
he comes into the lobby, and tells my
Hope he brought you some food.
tells my believe me, the money that I made was decent money, but it probably didn't cover my food bill over that 5
Really?
pounds.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I
yeah,
ate
yeah.
that much.
I'm
5
sure.
weeks.
Yeah, I mean, every single day I would eat like 10 egg whites, a half a loaf of wheat bread, a quarter pound of meat, whatever it is,
He was
pastrami,
eating my
right?
weight
Hold on.
every
Listen, that-
day.
Your weight.
Avocado, a tomato. I would eat healthy, but I would eat a lot,
A lot.
right?
For
And
healthy
then
weight.
that would be my breakfast, right? And then I
Wow.
would go at 12 o'clock for my first lunch to the Dominican spot and go and get like rice and beans.
That'll,
There you go.
that'll
Yeah.
Oh, that's
fill
my
you.
favorite.
Yep.
And
rice
then-
and
and
beans.
That'll fill you.
But I'm saying it's like this. And then at 2 o'clock, I'm going for my second lunch,
Oh,
rice and beans again. All right, because
But I think Spanish girls will have big butts.
right. Oh
For the
man.
most part.
I like
It's
big butts that I get in
It's
that
true.
bag.
So, but when you and then at night, like steaks, potatoes,
No, I'm hitting you.
more bread,
it's okay.
Sorry, Frank.
broccoli, all kinds of.
Here we go.
Check out this
Look at
picture,
that.
everybody.
Wow, that's
this
you?
is from the movie.
That's
The
a shot from
Baller.
movie.
Yeah.
Yes. And who are you throwing in this scene?
That's Zach McGowan.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my
from
God.
Shameless.
And he
Shameless,
plays
the 100.
Chuck
Webber.
Chuck
Black,
Webber.
yeah, he plays Chuck Webber. He was also fantastic in the series, the Showtime series Black Sails. He was
Wow.
Blackbeard's
Look at his face.
adversary.
He was like really scared. I'm just saying.
There's all
Yeah.
kinds of
I would be
stories I
too.
could tell you, but so that's I was eating this really unhealthy diet. But and then when I showed up and I
Go ahead.
got into the thing and I gained the weight, and the more I started gaining the weight, in truth, the more I started looking like Andre. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
powerlifting the whole time. I was benching and curling and
Awesome,
squatting and trying to get my legs up and
That's
my chest up,
amazing.
my shoulders, my
Yeah.
back, everything. And I was just eating and working out and eating and working out.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
then when I went there,
It really is.
and I coordinated the stunt scene because nobody's even watched the match between Chuck Wepner and him, and I don't know, about the editing process of that movie.
I knew that was coming.
I don't know about the way they edited the scene because things kind of went a little bit backwards. But when you got to chop a 2-hour movie down to an hour and 39 minutes,
That's a lot
Yeah.
of editing.
you lose a lot in it.
Sure.
So in truth, but they got the story told, and it was a tremendous opportunity. So when he came into my lobby, they says, "You got somebody who lives here? It's an actor and a wrestler. I heard somebody lives here. It's an actor and a wrestler." It's a word of mouth.
Wow.
I didn't say all.
Oh my
the
God! They
Green
came knocking at
Lounge,
your door.
right?
Wow.
So I come down.
Amazing,
I come
right?
down. The guy calls me up. Hey, there's a guy down here who wants to see you. I come down. I'm looking at this guy. He's like, he's looking at me up and down. He says, "Are you an actor and a wrestler?" Somebody told me you're an actor and a wrestler.
Amazing.
I said, "Yeah, I've done in parts and stuff like that, but I've been doing stuff in entertainment, and I've been a wrestler since 1996."
Wow.
Then he was like, "Have you heard of Chuck Wepner?" I says, I know the name. It's an old name, but to be honest with you, I can't place the face. He's like, "It's all right if you don't know."
Yeah.
And then he told me that basically that he fought Sonny Liston and George
Right.
Foreman, and he went the distance with Ali, 15 rounds. He scored a knockdown on Ali.
Holy moly.
And in 1976, in the very first competition between a professional wrestler and a boxer,
At Shea Stadium.
Chuck Wepner fought Andre the Giant in Shea Stadium.
Oh, right.
And it was a big deal at the
Yeah.
time. It
And
was,
he was like a virtual unknown when they fought Ali, right?
Not
Well, no, because
he
he
was
had
a
fought-
New
yeah,
Jersey
he-
champ, but he was
he
a
was a Golden Glove
virtual-
champ. He was like a Golden Glove
Okay.
champ.
New
in
Jersey champ.
Right.
And this
But-
is where they got the Rocky story.
Right. Well, I want to
Yeah.
interject
Yes.
some. Not only did Jim portray Andre the Giant against Chuck Webner, which was the in Rocky 3, where Rocky fights
That,
Hulk Hogan.
right.
That's the inspiration.
Oh, is that right?
But even
Wow.
how the circle sometimes comes
Yeah.
together. His uncle was on that showdown at Shea Stadium
Wow.
when Chuck Webner
Oh, was
fought
he?
He
Andre
was
the
on
Giant.
the bill, but
He was
even-
on the bill.
But I want to bring it even
Wow,
full.
that's
I
amazing.
want to
That's
even bring it to a
crazy.
fuller circle
Yeah, I
on
wanna
how
hear
the
it.
universe
He
is
was on
connected.
3 of the
that-
showdowns.
So after this, Andre the Giant versus the Bayonne Bleeder, Chuck Wepner,
Right.
and in Shea Stadium, it inspired the whole Gorilla Monsoon Muhammad Ali thing that
Oh,
happened.
yeah, remember that.
You
Exactly.
remember that?
I remember.
Now, if you remember that, Gorilla Monsoon was
Gives him-
fighting my uncle
Right.
in that match.
That's right.
When Muhammad Ali gets up and starts
And he
pointing
gives
his
him the
finger,
How big he is.
yeah, when he gets up,
He's off the
Punch
screen.
a little bit.
He's
You're
off
And
the
he's
not
sitting
afraid.
down. No.
no, and he gets up and he starts pointing his finger at, and then Gorilla Monsoon
Says,
invites
"Come
him
on in."
into the ring, and then my uncle was known as being a very selfless person. Went to the back and gave the land to Muhammad Ali to
Oh,
come
is that
in.
how it happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he
Okay,
just went like
that's-
this and went off to the back, and,
And
then
Gorilla
Muhammad
gave
Ali
him
comes
a
in
helicopter.
and he throws a wild punch at Gorilla
Wow.
Monsoon and he puts him in an airplane spin. And then
Yes,
and then when he
right.
put him down, Muhammad Ali couldn't stand up straight because he was so dizzy from
Right,
the
I
move.
see that
And that was the
Wow.
gimmick. And then if you think what's happened since then, you've had Stone Cold and Mike Tyson, you had Mayweather and Big Show.
Right. It's
So yeah, it's
over
this
and over
thing,
again.
and
In
yeah.
the future. Yeah.
So now, like, you can imagine when they're telling me it's a person who's got roots into this thing,
Absolutely.
and then they
Oh
tell
my
you you're
God.
going to
Sure.
portray one of the most inspirational wrestlers in the world at the time.
Absolutely.
Andre the Giant was the highest paid athlete in the world at that time,
Right.
Because he
Yeah.
was such an attraction.
Right.
Yeah.
And
He
I
was
knew
famous
that, like,
wrestler, yeah.
if I was going to do
Very.
it, then I would really have to really try to do it the best. Now there's
Wow. What an honor. too,
there's
right?
a
Yeah,
there's
my
a locker
God.
room
Yeah.
scene there where I'm eating a chicken. It's kind of meant to be a comedy scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not. Andre the Giant never ate a chicken like that. But I'm just saying, aside of that, and if I could ever get Raven or Ken to send me the entire footage that we filmed that night, we did it exactly the way they did it in Shea Stadium. But
Where'd you shoot that, by the way?
we
Yeah.
shot it in Trump Taj Mahal before they, yeah.
It was outdoors.
But
Indoors,
before it closed,
indoors.
it was indoors. It's
Oh,
where they had.
Shea was outdoors.
You remember when they had WrestleMania in Taj
WrestleMania?
Mahal?
Right. Yes.
So they blackened
Yeah.
it so it looks,
Yeah,
Oh,
no, and there
okay.
was green screens up, like
Yeah.
huge green screens, like
Mhm.
I
in
gotta
the background.
see it. I
So
wanna
then they
see it, yeah.
superimpose it to make it look like Shea Stadium.
Listen,
way back
watch
then.
the movie.
Cool.
Watch the movie because you'll also see Anthony Aveni's car as Chuck Webner's family's car, which is my car in Good Friday.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of contact.
So where can we
Now
see
Anthony's
the
got
brawler?
3 cars in that movie.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
Brawler's on Netflix, Amazon Prime,
Yeah,
Amazon
yeah.
Hulu.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
on a lot of
Brawler.
streaming services, and we got 87 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Not
Really?
bad.
Is that right? Wow.
I just
Okay.
want to tell you, I always feel really safe when you're around. Just saying.
What about me?
Certain comedians don't, but
He's
that's
got
a
a
don't feel
foot-
safe
He's
with
got
me.
over a foot over you, Frank. I'm sorry, babe. Sorry, honey.
All right. I feel
Sorry.
safe too, actually.
Yeah. So
I don't, but it's
in the
another
brawler,
story.
like that was some
know.
cast as well. I
I've seen
mean,
it.
Oh, it was a tremendous opportunity, and since then it's just been opportunity knocking one after the other. Since
Amy
then,
Smart,
yeah, Amy
She was
Schumer,
great.
Aaron Manning, Burt Young,
Joseph Ganiscol,
Joe Ganiscoli,
Joe
gave you
D'Onofrio,
Joe D'Onofrio,
Aaron Manning, I
Vinny
love
Vella,
her.
Anthony
Vinny
Aveni, all these guys.
Amazing.
A lot of guys that are in Good
Zach
Friday.
yeah,
Gallivan.
Victor Coluccio from
Yeah, Victor Coluccio.
Summer of Sam.
That's
Yeah.
a great.
Yeah,
He co-wrote Son of Sam.
Yeah, he co-wrote it, and
Yeah.
Spike
You know,
Lee.
speaking of Andre the Giant, did you know that he was billed as 7'6", right?
Yeah,
You know he wasn't 7'6".
No.
He was like 6'8", 6'9".
Really?
no, he was bigger than that for
6'10",
sure.
maybe.
I
He was
was-
under 7 feet.
Yeah, no, he was.
They say.
I would say he was definitely about like
Yeah.
7'2".
6'11".
And he
Right,
was,
he wasn't
I've been next to
shrinking.
people that are
He
6'11".
was under
Trust me.
7
Yeah.
foot.
When he used to, Vince McMahon used to interview
Wow.
him ringside. We watched wrestling when you were a kid, when you were growing up. Obviously,
Yeah,
you did.
yeah. I
He
was
used to
there
have
live.
He used to have Andre the Giant stand on a milk
That's
crate.
true. That's
Right.
true.
He used to stand on a milk crate to make him look.
Look bigger.
Even
Oh,
bigger.
I didn't
Yes,
know that.
yes.
Cheater.
Well, he was still huge. He was still
Everything,
massive.
everything. Well, that's what it is that we love about the indies. You see, because in the indies we're all on the same level. You see, when you go to one of these big productions,
Yeah.
there's the big ramp they're coming down. They're on the big stage. Everything's so big. It loses the connection. Like years ago, when you had guys like Barry Horowitz or
Yeah.
Jose Luis Rivera,
Yeah.
and people like that, it was like the common man could go in there and give it a shot, and it really
Exactly,
actually
right.
encouraged a lot of young people, as opposed to now the superhero like physiques.
It changed
and
a lot.
It seems like
Right.
it's out of touch for the average
100%.
person,
You nailed it.
and I think it
100%.
needs to come back
Right.
to the
It's gone,
grassroots.
though. I don't know, Jim. Yeah.
Tell me real quick about NAX. I know
Oh, right. That's the
you're
name of
the CEO.
Yeah,
big
well, I
man.
founded NAX back in.
What does NAX
It
stand
stands for North American Experience.
Okay.
And so it's North American Experience Pro Wrestling. We're also an entertainment company, NAX, at the same time.
We did a short.
We did this short
Mhm.
movie. You can look it up on YouTube. It's
Oh,
called
great.
NAX Crossroads.
Okay.
It was
Okay,
a real,
NAX Crossroads.
we filmed it during the
people.
pandemic to give our guys something to do to further tell their stories of their characters. and how wrestlers are like superheroes in real life, and we're like larger
You
than
really
life,
are.
and we inspire young people and you know
And older people.
and older people.
Yeah.
In this,
You might be the
in this
youngest in the
short film
room.
that we did,
I don't
we
think
inspire
so.
the average citizen to not only come out after the lockdowns,
older
but to
than
be
he
bigger
is.
and better than they ever dreamed
Right.
of
3
in their
years.
There you
life.
go. Absolutely.
Younger than me.
So
Yes.
in there,
Good
there's
inspiration.
how it ignites green dreams of grandeur in,
Right,
in
right.
the average
Yeah.
citizen. You know,
Love it. Great.
So, what is next for you?
what's next for me?
What's next for you besides May 21st?
Oh, you guys.
I got
What?
March 19th coming up in the Monster Factory out in New Jersey.
Okay.
I'm fighting out there. This guy called Sinister X in an I Quit match. And I got news for you, Sinister X, bro.
He's gonna kick your butt.
Walter the Damager will never give up.
That's right.
Be on the
It's
lookout.
what I live for. I've been wrestling for 26 years, bro. And I'm not about to start quitting now, bro. All right? And when I go in there, you can expect nothing but total devastation when I get in that ring,
That's
bro.
right.
Nice.
That's right.
You can have them.
Are you shaking?
So- Yeah, I'm actually scared right now.
Well,
I'm a
I
little scared
can't.
All of us are
myself.
shaking, and especially most of your viewers right now. Like,
You
So
said-
we got that coming up. We've been working on the editing process of the Good Friday movie. We got the NAX event that's going to be coming up. It's called
Extra.
Extravaganza.
May
Extra.
21st.
Because it's going to be an extravaganza wrestling show like nobody's ever seen before. It's going to be, you could pay $25 and be a fan, like a regular wrestling fan, and come and buy a ticket and sing ringside, or you could pay $8 and have a sit down dinner, have
$50
music, the
Yeah,
entertainment, and
I'll be
professional
there.
wrestling. You
Me
get the
too,
whole
the whole
shebang
I
for
will be there.
$50 a man, and there's going to be tables that sit 8 people at a table, and if you reserve a whole table, we'll give you a discounted
Ray
price on that.
Caccavelli is the first guy to reserve a whole table.
Thanks, Ray.
It's amazing, right? And then I think the Maltese crew is reserving the
Yeah,
second.
they're gonna have my crew is
How
gonna be
many
at least
seats
2
per
tables.
table?
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
All right,
Wrestling.
Let's see if we can
Singing,
fill every
comedy,
table
comedy.
already.
Yeah,
Music.
Let's see if we can buy a table.
Okay.
I'm sure
do
you
it.
can. You get
Do
Dan
me a favor.
Romano.
Post
Yeah.
the link to buy tickets on my page.
Okay,
Tag me
cool.
in it.
We'll put
Wrestling,
your daughter
music,
on it if you
comedy,
want. She
and
wants to
food.
sing. She's a
She
singer.
would love
Put
to
her up
sing.
there.
Yeah.
She can
You
sing
hear
2
that,
songs.
Mia?
Wow.
She's gonna be
And bring
more
her
famous
friends.
than
Bring
me.
your friends. You know, this is
Yeah.
what
This is the home of
the
NAX.
type of
Clifton, New Jersey.
events that we
That's
do.
right.
Even the
I
rap
love it.
party that we just did.
Yeah.
Everything that we do, we're doing with love. You know,
That's
and
great.
right now people have been locked down for over 2 years.
Yeah.
People are living
It's
in,
been
in like a
hard.
bubble, like that movie with John Travolta, The Boy in the
Boy in the
Plastic
Boy in the
Bubble.
Plastic
Everybody's
Bubble.
living in
bubble.
Everybody's living in a bubble now, and I'm telling you, it's time to come out of the bubble.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
time to
100%.
mingle with your friends. It's time to have good times, music, and laughs.
That's right.
And
If this is
professional
the
wrestling,
only
Hey,
show,
good
Yeah.
Italian food.
right? If
That's
this
right.
is the only show you attend for the whole year, May 21st in Clifton,
Make
New
it.
Jersey.
We're gonna
I'm
get.
going.
We overdo everything. We're gonna
21st,
put
Clifton.
complimentary bottles of wine. We're gonna do everything.
All right, so
I'm
it's
there. I got-
game time, boys.
Let's go.
Ooh.
It's game time.
Lightning
Are
round.
you
12
guys
minutes.
ready?
We're gonna go back to
for
Mexico this year. Last year I had my
Wrestling.
biggest year ever.
They go to you
We went to Mexico,
Short
yeah.
Wrestling's
Island
huge in
table.
Mexico.
That's right, Andrew. That's what we should do. Island television table.
Andrew, let's do it, buddy.
Let's do it.
Let's
all
go. We'll
chip in
represent.
and
You,
do
Dan
it.
Romano.
Everybody's paying.
Hi, Ray.
No
Casey.
guests. The performers got to pay.
That's right.
The wrestlers got to pay. Everybody's
Yeah,
paying.
absolutely.
Everybody
The
pay.
reason why everyone's got to pay even a performance, unless they're going to bring 30, 40 people, otherwise everyone's got to pay. I mean, we're the guys that bring the most people.
Expect
Hey,
We got to pay for the
If
ring.
you're not, nobody's paying a ticket to come see you. Don't expect to pay.
All right,
You're
let's-
getting so much for your money.
This
too.
is my box.
Okay.
I'm introducing my box
All
to
right.
you.
Perfect.
We do a game on our show every week called Who is in the Box?
Oh, that's great.
And I pick somebody famous, and I have a lot of questions.
Is it
and
me?
we do trivia. It's not you.
Ah,
You're not famous.
damn it,
yet.
again?
I like that song anyway.
Yeah,
Man in the Box.
and that's right. So anyway, let's get started with Who in the Box.
Let's get started.
Let's get started. All right.
Here we go.
He's male. You guys can't guess. You're not allowed.
We're not
Only
allowed
the
to-
viewers
I don't
are
even know
allowed
who
to
it
guess.
is.
She's a
You're
man.
getting presents to go home with it.
Oh, look at you.
It's a male. Is it
Okay.
me?
It's a male, and it's not Frank, and it's not Sal, and it's not James. All right.
Okay.
Born in the 50s, born in Massachusetts, but
Mm.
moved to California as a young man with his parents and his sisters.
Mm.
He started acting as a child.
Had a feeling was actor.
50s.
His dad was an actor.
Mhm.
His mom was a dancer.
Mm.
This might give it away to the boys, but we'll see. He played baseball as a child and as a young adult.
Hmm.
No.
No.
An actor who was a baseball player?
He was in an
I
episode
think I got it.
of Gilligan's Island
Oh.
as a jungle boy.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow.
I know who it is.
Okay? All right,
you
you're not
really?
allowed to say it though. You're not playing.
An actor who was a
This
baseball player.
lifelong actor has done so many movies and still acts today and has won many awards. He played a kid called Packy back in the day
I know that
in
in
a
the Western.
series.
I know
You
it.
do know. You
I
know
know,
exactly what it is.
Jim, yeah.
Anyone guessing?
Man, I usually get these
Sister-
things.
Look, there it is again. Look, Frank,
What?
that comment from that weird name again. That's so weird. Do you ever see that? Have you ever seen that before?
Sister, what?
I don't even know. what
That's
that is.
just what's
It's
his
like a
name?
website, right?
Zuckerberg, just to let you know he's around.
Okay, here's my final
that?
clue, and this should give it away. Ready? He always goes overboard when he builds a mechanical.
Oh, I got it
on a
now.
yacht.
Wow.
Yes, his-
I did not know that.
Wait.
Oh, I got it.
So he always listen to the clue.
Yes,
people.
I had no
He
idea.
always goes overboard.
Okay,
Yes.
that would have
when
gave
As soon
it
as
to
he
me.
you said that.
builds a mechanical closet on a yacht.
That would have gave it to me.
His father owned a minor league team that he played for,
The
and there's an amazing.
Angels.
I had no-
California
no-
Angels
no.
he played for.
Well, he played for a minor league team that his father owned.
And although he moved to
And there's a great
California,
documentary.
he likes to escape from the different coasts.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
So he
Okay.
played baseball on the California Angels. Does anybody go?
I had no idea he
Mickey's-
played
no,
baseball.
Mickey, you can play again. You can win. Again if you want,
Yeah,
babe.
go ahead, Mick.
Yes,
Keep winning.
Mickey.
Keep winning.
Come on.
Yes.
I know who it was, though. I just want to tell you, I knew who it was.
Yeah,
I
he
know
does.
you know.
he-
All right, here's the best
told me.
clue.
Once
can
you
even
said
Google
overboard.
this.
Right.
His sister is
That's
the
it right
mother of a professional baseball player, Matt Franco.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either.
Come on, Mickey. You
Wow,
gotta
this
guess.
is a great one.
There's an
Your place-
amazing
That's a
Place
good
to have
Amazing
connections.
Yes.
documentary that he's in about his years with the minor league team that his father owned.
His ex-wife is Golden. How about that?
Mm.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
a good.
that's a really
hit.
good
one.
hit.
I don't know if they were ever married.
That's a real.
Well,
No.
yeah, you know what? I don't
Common
think
law?
they
Never
were
married.
Common law, really?
I don't think there's common law in California.
Yeah, no, there
No
isn't.
more, no.
No, not
Or New York.
You know what? You know what this?
Well,
You know the
Mickey.
old joke. How do you shake hands with a snake?
I'm afraid to.
Huh.
You can't.
You can't. You
That's
can't.
no
a good
hands.
one. That's a good one. All right, guys. You can guess
Nobody?
if you want to. It's okay. We can hold this off till next week. That's fine. I'm going to do my sponsors real quick.
Andrew
Throw
Washington.
those guesses up there. Let's go.
All right.
Have a few minutes.
Harmony
Yeah, I
Bar.
thought Andrew would have
Keep
got it by
guessing.
now.
Harmony Bar, located in Levittown, Long Island. Go shoot some pool, watch the game, or just to get away for life for a little while and meet some new people and enjoy some incredible cocktails. But please drink responsibly. Michael J. Asta and Associates, personal injury attorneys, locations in New York, New Jersey, and Long Island. You can reach them at 212-244-6555. Frank Paul Landscape and Design. I love this company. They take care of my entire property. It always looks fabulous. You can reach Frank at 516-698-2740 and keyslovejewelry.com. That's Teresa Fitzpatrick. Great line of jewelry. She's the designer. You can get her at keyslovejewelry.com or you can call her at 631. I lost the phone number. That's not good. You can contact me for Keys Love Jewelry.
Or Google it.
Or Google it. She's located out in Lake Grove. Feel free to private message me any time to get information on any of our sponsors. Did anyone get
Andrew asked what question is again.
Oh, okay. Really,
He was sending
Andrew?
us out.
Here goes the interview.
Andrew, seriously, dude. You want me to go
A lot of
through all the
clues, Andrew.
questions? All right, here we
Andrew's
go. Because
great.
I want Andrew to win. All right. It's Who is in the Box. You know this game. It's a male, born in the 50s, Born in Massachusetts, but moved to California when he was 12. He started acting as a child. His dad was an actor. His mom was a dancer. He played baseball as a child and as a young adult. He was in an episode of Gilligan's Island
I don't remember
The
that.
Jungle Boy playing
as
the
the
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy.
Jeez,
Yes.
wow.
This lifelong actor has done so many, many movies and has won so many awards. He played a kid called Packy in a
Packy.
Western series when he was 12. He also got, when he was 12, a 10-year contract he signed with Disney Studios when he
Wow.
was 12.
Hold on a second. I want to give one
That
extra.
explains
hold,
a lot.
Hold on.
It's
Hold
not
on.
right.
I'm going to give a little bit of another hint
Do
that
it.
when Disney, Walt was dying, he mentioned this person.
Yes.
But he spelt it wrong.
Really?
Like he left a note and he misspelled a letter. But he
Ah.
mentioned
Oh
him in
my-
his death because he wanted to build more. Because now it makes sense. The contract.
Wow.
That's cool.
They wanted to give him more projects.
What's the question?
And
That's an amazing
his
clue.
wife is golden, and he likes to escape the East Coast, and he likes to escape
Final
the
clue.
West Coast.
He,
There you go.
Andrew, listen up, babe.
Oh my God,
Listen
great
up.
clue.
He always goes overboard when he builds a mechanical closet on a yacht. So if you're a movie buff, you
that's-
should know
That
this.
should have given it away.
Come on, Andrew.
His wife's golden now.
Yes, she's
Don't
golden.
upset
Not
him.
his wife. His
Well, his woman,
His,
It's his
his
wife.
partner.
Oh,
his
okay.
better
His
half.
partner. Yes.
Like
better
50
half.
years,
She
right?
kind of looks like me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The blonde
Yeah,
hair.
you look
Yes.
better though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
is why
Oh,
I
somebody
can't-
answered it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ian Rosny, you are a winner! Woo! Good
Bravo.
job.
I like Goldie
so
Hawn and Private
happy.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
that
try
was
to
good, that was
message
good.
me your address, doll, and I will send you.
Very
you
nice,
tell
Ann.
me what
If
you
it's on the
want.
way home, we'll drop it off. No, I'm just joking.
I know. She's
No, we're not
actually not
stuck.
in New York.
Oh, okay.
Andrew
forget
had
it
no
then.
clue. He said, "Wow."
That's okay.
And
That's
he's
all right.
like a
okay.
master of.
Woo, Ann!
Andrew's a master of trivia.
Yep, he sure is. I'm surprised he didn't.
Kurt
Google
Russell,
this
yes.
one.
Watch the documentary on his
You see
the minor
so
league
many
team.
child actors in the old Western series,
yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
Gunsmoke and
Yeah.
Larry,
Yeah,
Gun Will Travel, and
right.
The
Wagon
Rifleman.
Train,
Yeah,
the
and they're still on.
Rifleman,
They still show
Wyatt
all
Earp,
those.
Bat Masterson, all that good stuff. I love
Right.
that.
Well, we're going to say goodnight for now.
Thank you for having
Sal
us.
Ranella.
Guys,
Thank you.
Thank you, James Dijon.
Unbelievable. Yes.
Thank
I am
Two
so
great guests.
happy to have you tonight.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
It
Thank you
meant
so
You
much.
guys are great.
Thank you.
Really meant
guys are
so,
great.
Our pleasure.
so much.
Yeah,
Our
absolutely.
pleasure.
And by the way,
We're
Good
gonna-
Friday
we could've
and the
kept up.
X.
don't mess with me. A new bodyguard sitting.
That's
over
right, mine
at the
too.
end of the table. We are set. Peace out. See
Bye,
you
guys.
next week.
Peace and
Mwah.
love.